Alright everybody, we are on deck number 4, so this is sea day, but we have a bunch of sea days since we're going across on the transatlantic. I normally do this on a port day, however, since our ports are in Spain, I really don't want to be on the boat when we're in port. So we're going to do this on a sea day at 6 a.m. I woke up really early to try to get this done when most people are asleep still, so it's less full. So we're going to look at the whole boat on a tour. So right over here, we're on deck 4. We're in the forward right now. Deck 3, you can go on. There's a conference room and, just nothing really going on over there. So I didn't want to show any of that. And deck 2 is a medical center. But deck 4, you have the jazz on 4. This is a jazz lounge. It is going to be converted into a golden room, though, like another casino. After the European sailing, all the Oasis class ships are getting that room converted into a golden room. Harmony's doing it right now. We also have the Blaze nightclub. This is also where they have the art auctions sometimes. So right now they're setting up for the art auction. We got the Diamond Lounge and Diamond Club in here. I'll show you all the inside of it. You gotta be a Diamond member there to get in. It's nothing that special, but we'll take a look. So you got nice chairs and TV and computers you can use. There's also typically finger foods and bar service in here. You got your own little host desk in here. In case you have any issues, you just talk to them and they can book reservations for you. So Studio B is the ice skating rink, or I think this ice skating rink. They also do shows in there too. Laser tag. So I said this was Blaze. It's Blaze on the Oasis, this attic here. So it's the same setup. They just changed the name of it. So they do ice skating in there. You can actually ice skate too. Check your cruise compass for those details. Right over here, we got the Park West art auction. People are in here. And it's also a pathway to the casino. We're going to walk straight to the casino. If you're interested in a casino tour, I do have one up where I show every slot machine and every table. But we're not going to do that here just because we're not doing that right now. We're just trying to get through all the areas of the boat, not show details of the casino tour. So yeah, here's the art stuff. They pull all of it off the wall and they're moving it to the attic, which is what you saw in there. So sometimes you can film the casino, sometimes you can't, but we're gonna walk through with it on just because why not? So yeah, there's the casino right over here. It's in the center of the boat, so you can actually cross the whole way through. And since we're on transatlantic, the slots are always on. They never turn them off. They will turn off when we get to Spain, but however, as long as you're in the water, they stay open. The hosts are not always here, but there always is at least one slot tech running around, and the bar will be closed randomly. I believe the cage is always open too. No, it's not. It's actually closed. So that's surprising. But yeah, the bar is closed right now. There's nobody in here. That's why I chose to do this at this time. So I don't have to worry about people getting upset. And not like showing people on camera, because not everyone wants to be on the camera. So right now is a good time to do it. But straight in here, we're in the back of the ship now, or the aft. We got our main dining room. There's our times right there for it. Over here is the Zumi. They're currently closed, but it's the hibachi and sushi restaurant. There is an upcharge for that. It's right there. It's in there. There's a big cool statue of a Japanese dude with a sword. So we'll go look at the main dining room right now. So they have the new menu set up. I'm not a big fan of it. I know a lot of people who go on a lot of cruises are not big fans of it. They claimed it was to speed the service up. We all really know it was cost cutting to not spend as much money. That's the real reason. They won't tell you that though, but everyone knows that's the real reason. So here's your main dining room. It's on 3 floors from 3, 4, and 5. It's the exactly same food, same everything. So they're getting ready for breakfast in here. Yeah, it's a nice room. The food isn't half bad. This in here on this boat. That's a special table. Those are nice chairs. So we're going up to the deck number 4 now, which is the, or deck 5. We're on 4 right now. I don't know what I'm saying. It's too early in the morning. we're going to deck 5, which is a Royal Promenade guest service where all the shops are. All that kind of stuff is up there. Yeah, if you're curious about the breakfast menu, looks like we got it pulled up right here. I have not had breakfast in here. I just go to Johnny Rockets. So they do breakfast every day in the main dining room. They do lunch on C days, and then dinner every night. We're just going to do it live and go up the stairs. It's weird being on a boat for this long with no ports in between. I like it though, but it's weird. So up here you also have your main dining room. It starts on deck 3, 4, and 5. So deck 3 is just I'll show you all the map. This is the easy way to do it. Boom. So not much going on deck 3. You can always pause that if you just want to see the whole map right there for longer. So here's a Royal Promenade. This is going to be pretty much like all the other Royal Promenades for all their Oasis class ships. So right over here you have the Voom Wi-Fi helpers. If you have an issue, they really can't do much though, because if the Wi-Fi is not working, then they can't fix the Wi-Fi. They can hook you up though, which isn't real hard to do, but if you need assistance with Wi-Fi, it's where you go. You got your port shopping desk. You got, oh, that thing is moving up there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's shaking. Yeah, alright. So right here you can book excursions if you wanted to. A lot of people do that online before the boat, but you can do it on the boat. Get your bionic bar, it's a robot bar. Surprised it's closed. It's normally only closed when we're in port. You have your guest services. Right now there is no line, so it would be an ideal time to go to guest services. You have a jewelry store. There's a lot of jewelry stores. You have the Rising Tide bar. This bar goes all the way up there to deck number 8, Central Park. It moves. You can be on it when it moves. It goes really slow. It's not amazing, but it's a cool idea. Something different. You got Cafe Promenade, where you can get like coffees and that kind of stuff. You got pastries and snacks there too. We have a rolled up Volkswagen. I think this is super neat. I'll show you all what it says down here. I believe it's a Volkswagen. But yeah, it's art, apparently. This is what art is. But it's cool though. But yeah, so rolled up Volkswagen. Every Oasis ship has a car in the Royal Promenade in some way. And they have a rolled up one here in a ball. You got your next cruise office. You can book your next cruise while you're on board. They say it's a way, way great deal. It's okay. You get onboard credit for your next sailing. Pretty much it. Anywhere from $50 to $600. $600 you get to book a really long cruise in the suite or better. You got your Royal Shop right here. Unfortunately, this location is gotta be the worst for a Royal Shop I've ever seen. It is like the smallest store, and it's probably the busiest store. This one of the alcohol stores the busiest. I think it's really crammed in there. You got Sorrento's. They have pizza. They stay open until like 2 a.m. or something. They open around 10 or 11-ish. You got Cooper and Kettle. It's a Irish pub. Every ship has one of these. It might be named different, have a different name, but it's the same thing. Here's your alcohol shop right here. Port merchants. They have cigarettes, alcohol, all that kind of stuff. I'll have a tour of this as well. Set up just all the alcohol and the gift shop as well. Any alcohol you buy on the boat will be delivered to your room on the last day. We got some more shops here. This has, apparently t-shirts are in there, and perfumes and that kind of stuff. Over here, more jewelry. And the shop right over there. And more perfume. We catch a trend, they sell a lot of this on here. We have this cool little statue thing. I'm not really sure what it does, but it changes colors. You have Boleros, which is Aladdin nightclub, plays live music, bar. You have your Starbucks, which is right here, and they do take Starbucks gift cards. So over here is On Air. It's the karaoke place on the ship. It's got nice little facts about the ship that go across there. We got our map right here. They actually put a map on here. I think that's kind of a neat thing. And you got random facts about the boat on those screens. So you have an ATM on each side over here, and one of these ATMs dispenses euros. I don't know if it's just for this. I'm assuming it's just for this selling, and they'll probably do it for all the European sellings. But there's one that dispenses euros. You can also go to guest services to get euros if you need to. They'll do currency conversion up there. I'm not sure which rate is better. You can always do it in the port as well. So over here you have your Royal Theater. So I believe this is actually on deck 4 as well. It is on deck 4. I just missed it. So it's on the front of deck number 4. They got your shows in here. Outside here you have your riding track. So unlike most boats where the riding track is on top, your riding track is out here on deck number 5. There is shuffleboard and ping pong and stuff set up out here too on the sides of the riding track. It's pretty neat. You can get to the gym as well. And this is how big it is if you're curious. So it's a good sized track. Or go back inside. Go up to deck number 6. I'm trying to get this in before everybody wakes up. So there's some weird artwork on this boat. Like this. It's cool, but it's just different. You normally don't see this kind of stuff. So right over here we have a spa. You can get a haircut. There is a little spa, healthy. They have like healthy stuff in this cafe here. They have smoothies and that kind of stuff. You get haircuts. You can go to the gym, which I guess I'll show you the gym. You get massages, all that stuff. Yeah, there's a salon. There's all sorts of stuff here. And the gym is free to use, but there are classes you can pay for. And then like everything in the spa you have to pay for. Book it, pre-book it online, it's a lot cheaper. We'll do like one lap in here. So it's a good sized gym. This is where everybody's at right now, I guess, if they're up. I like coming in here at night because it's less busy. It is really busy. Wow. So, but yeah, then over here, we got all the treadmills. You got free weights over there. It feels awkward recording people, but alright guys, so we're back on deck 6. We're in the aft now. So deck 6, you can't cross all the way. So the forward is the gym, which is all the way down there, and we're in the aft. So I had to come down to deck 5 after leaving the gym and go back up to deck 6. I didn't bother showing that because who wants to watch me just walk across something you've already seen? So right over here, you have your photo stuff. You can get your photos here. Like theme parks, there's people set up with cameras, and they just take a picture, tap it on your card, and they want you to come by it. This is where you would go for that. If you wanted to pick your photos up, you tap your card, it pulls up all the photos that they have for you. So, yep. They also sell like cameras and stuff over here, GoPros and photography stuff. Across you have your loyalty desk for the Crown and Anchor Society. If you have any issues with like your Crown and Anchor stuff, you go there. They have set hours. There'll be someone there to help you out. And then we have the schooner bar, which is on every Royal ship. It's where they do a lot of trivia and typically live music and all sorts of random stuff. The Oasis class ship, in my opinion, has a terrible location for this bar. This is like the main, most famous bar on Royal Caribbean ships. Everyone knows this bar. And on the Oasis ship, it's just kind of thrown randomly on the back of the boat that people just forget exist. So you go on the other class of the boat, or class that's in a good area. And there's always like a very good crowd. Here, they should have put this on the promenade, in my opinion. And we have like boleros up here. But I didn't design it, so I don't know. That's what I would have done. You go on a Freedom class ship or a Voyager class or any of that stuff, that bar is popping the whole time. Here it's pretty empty. So right back here you got the boardwalk, which is like a carnival themed area. And it's not letting me out there because the door's messed up. Alrighty. Guess I'll film this later then. So there's a side door. I didn't realize that. I can just go through the side door. Yeah, a side door. Right there. That one opens. That one doesn't. That one opens. That one doesn't. So I just went through that one. I don't know why I didn't think about doing that earlier. I'm not always thinking when I'm on these things. So over here they have like the setup of how they make carousel horses. It's cool. I believe almost all Oasis class ships have this. There might be one that doesn't. And then they have this thing where you can experience art. I guess you put your head in there and it does something. So you got Zoltar. Everyone needs a good Zoltar. You have the Boardwalk hot dog place. So this is complimentary. It's always included. They have weird hours and it's just hot dogs. So you want hot dogs, that's where you go. We got some arcade machines over here for playmakers. You have a carousel. It is free to use a carousel. It does have set hours. It'll be in your cruise compass. So make sure you check that out. Over here we have the arcade. There's actually 2 arcades on this boat. There's an arcade on the top as well. So yeah, here's the games. Mario Kart's really loud. We got this kind of stuff in here. The price hub. Royal Caribbean, their Dollar Tree prices. Jurassic Park. We got Speed of Light. You can win a duck. So this is part of Playmaker still. Skee Ball, Mario Kart, and whatever that is. So that's what's in here. You can pre-buy arcade credits on the boat. I would highly suggest doing that. They are cheaper. Like 20% off, I want to say. So do that on the cruise plan if you want to play in the arcade or if you have kids. And they work on the arcade as well upstairs. So you got Sugar Beach, which is a candy store and ice cream. I believe it's ice cream as well. Yeah, candy and ice cream store. The Surf Shack, which just sells clothes. We got Johnny Rockets over here. It's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is included on the Oasis class ships. It's only on the Oasis. They don't do breakfast on the other ships. Only Oasis class ships. It's like $11 or something to come for lunch and dinner and get whatever you want. Here's your regular menu. Here's your breakfast menu. It's where I come for breakfast. It's a lot better than the Windjammer. It's my opinion. It's where I always go. You do have staterooms out here. I have stayed in one of these staterooms on the Harmony. I would not really recommend it, but it was cool. Just I wouldn't do it again. So over here you have Playmakers, a sports bar. I love Playmakers. You do have to pay extra for it. It's not included, but it's like $4 or $5. It's cheap. I get chicken tenders for $4, and you get chicken tenders and steak fries. It's actually good. I think it's worth it. It's not the best food in the world. It's bar food, but it's definitely worth what you pay for. You have your exit to the Ultimate, the best slide. This is a slide that goes all the way from deck 16, 17. I don't know what deck it technically is up there. And it comes all the way down. It's not a water slide. People will think it is. So you can get your picture done like you can on a theme park. You have your Aqua Theater over here. They do water shows, diving off, that kind of stuff, into the pool down there. They've canceled every single one on this ship because it has been way too rocky for them to do it. You have rock climbing wall number 1 over here. And on the adjacent side, rock climbing wall number 2. There's also a staircase right down here that takes you down to the running track. If that interests you, you can go from the staircase to the running track to the boardwalk and vice versa. And there's your staircase up to the rock climbing wall. I love the boardwalk. It's a great area. It's one of my favorite areas. Here's the staircase down to the running track. Also, the service animal, like, bathroom area is on the running track. So, I've seen like 2 service dogs on this boat already. But that's where it's at. So yeah, that's the boardwalk. I love the boardwalk. It's a good area. I'm going to go do a video right now since Playmakers is not barricaded off. I'm going to go record all the autographs in there because there's some cool ones and they've been blocking it off a lot of the time. So I will see y'all on deck number 8, which is Central Park. Deck 7 is just staterooms. You don't want to see me walk down hallways and try to take up your time. Alright everybody, we are on deck 8 in the after the back. So we got the music hall. They got bands and stuff that perform in here. This used to be the Diamond Lounge on the original Oasis class ships where they redid it. So this actually goes up to deck 9 as well. There's a bar in here. I haven't been in here yet, so you oversee the boardwalk. It's a good view. Right over here. I wish they still had a Diamond Lounge in here, because the Diamond Lounge on the Oasis class ships is kind of disappointing. No windows, no nothing. So, music hall, deck 8. See where we're at. I've heard it being pretty loud in here, so I guess there's some good stuff going on. And then out here is probably my favorite part of the Oasis class ships. I say that, and I've barely spent any time out here. Central Park, I love Central Park. It's such a good area. There's live plants, it's quiet most of the time. They will have some people playing live music out here, but it'll be like a piano or something. So you have a map right out here. And there's shops and restaurants in here. They have audio tracks of birds chirping, like golf does. It's just nice and relaxing out here. Water, it sounds like there's waters flowing in here like a waterfall. It's all audio track though. So we have Chops Grill. I'm going here for lunch on, I don't know, I'm going with Chris Long one day. I'm going for lunch. But yeah, here's the menu. I love Chops. I think it is a good price for what it is. I've never had a bad meal at Chops, so I would highly recommend coming. It's just they've been booked for everything on this sailing, which is really odd for transatlantic sailings. Normally they are empty, since they require people to like miss a ton of work at least a week. Normally they're at least 10 days typically. Oh, that is cool. A chess table thing. Can you play? You can. Look at that. It's a real chess set. That is cool. And they got, I think it's backgammon. I don't know. That's cool. That's neat. But back to what I was saying before. Typically transatlantic sailings are empty because they can't fill them up. Since people got to get off work for a long period of time, or kids can't get out of school. Well, for whatever reason, this one has been insanely busy. There's like, this boat's maximum occupancy is right around 6,000, somewhere around there. And there's like 5,000 people on here. There's 400 and something kids. So here's the menu for 150 Central Park. I've never eaten here. This is one of the few restaurants I've not eaten at. I look at the menu, and to me, Chops just looks more appealing. That's just my opinion. I've heard it's good though. Just, I'd rather have a steak from Chops. So over here, we have a bar. And this bar will get really busy at night sometimes, because it's one of the few bars you can go to where it's not constant live music being played nonstop. If people may just want a quiet place, this is it. So we're going to go over here. Oh, that's where the rising tide bar pops up. Let me go show y'all that. I walked right past it. That bar we saw on the promenade that moves up. It's right there. It'll slowly rise up to here. And you can get out. There's a door right there. Or you can just stay on it and drink. A lot of people just sit on it and go up and down and drink. But yeah, back to this boat being incredibly not, like, empty. I'm very surprised. And I will say there's more people that are, it left from Miami, but I will say there's more people that are international than U.S. citizens on this ship. When they do an announcement, they do it in English, Spanish, and then German. So, like, it's been weird just because I expected it to be empty. This is my first transatlantic sailing, and I've heard how empty they are. And, man, this is not empty at all. Not at all. But the crew does seem very relaxed, though, which is good. I know the casino's been not busy, other than, like, it's had spurs of it being pretty busy, but compared to Caribbean, ain't busy at all. So right here is Park Cafe. This is complimentary. They have breakfast and lunch in here. Typically, it's a little bit healthier stuff than, like, the regular buffet will have. They'll have fruit cups and sandwiches, that kind of stuff. Over here, we have Jamie's Italian. Every ship has an Italian restaurant. I personally prefer Giovanni's. I'm not real impressed with Jamie's. But here's a menu, if that interests you guys. Yeah, I mean, I know some Jamie's, I'm sure some people really like. It's just not for me. I prefer Giovanni's. And I've heard the same. A lot of people say the same. They prefer Giovanni's. Which I know Jamie's is also on the Odyssey. And then I think it's on the Wonder. I don't know on that one. So over here we have Vintages, which is a wine bar type thing. And we got a deer hanging out. That's kind of cool. And then we have more jewelry stores. They love jewelry stores on boats. I'm always curious how much money they sell in jewelry on the boats. It can't be. Well, I mean, there's that many. They have to sell quite a bit. Since space is all retail on ships, their goal is to make money. So I'm assuming they do sell quite a bit. I've never seen anybody in these shops, and I spend a lot of time walking around. But yeah, I mean, look at these nice benches, though. Like, you can just hang out. And this is why I like Central Park. It's just a relaxing area. I've never stayed in a Central Park balcony, though. I've wanted to. I just never have. The boardwalk balcony was not all that great. I wanted to stay in Central Park, but I was really excited about that boardwalk one, and I had a lot of reservations after I did it. But I do have a video up of that. I did it on the Harmony. You can go see the video of the room tour and everything, and you can see why I didn't really like it. It's not a bad room. It's actually a little bit bigger, in my opinion, than the regular balconies, but just wasn't a big fan of it. And I've heard a lot of people say that. So we're going to look at the map and figure out where we're going next. So when I said that was the music hall, that was really Dazzles. It's the same thing. It's called the music hall, unlike the other ships. So I guess we're going to go up to deck number 12. I'll see y'all up there. So guys, we're on deck 14. There is no deck 13 on this boat. You got a card room right over here, a game card room, 7 of hearts. This is in the back of the ship. So yeah, there's people in there. I'm not going to go in there, but that's all it is on deck 14 other than Adventure Ocean. I'll walk across to go show y'all that. Alright guys, we are at Wonderland. I'm going to show you the little sign. Boom, right there. And here's the menu. It's now open, so I can go record in there. It's a very weird restaurant. I've been in here before. It is definitely way different. You go here, in my opinion, for the experience, not the food. The food isn't bad, but you're paying for the experience. It's Alice in Wonderland themed. Think of like a classic Disney World themed restaurant. That's what you're paying for. So you walk in, you got this cool little tunnel. And we're in the back on deck 12. There is no 13, so it's on 12. You got a nice chair here. And you got all sorts of stuff like this. And I know pre-COVID, there were character meet and greets here. Like they had the Mad Hatter. It was Alice in Wonderland characters. They had them dressed up doing character meet and greets. I have not seen that back since the restart. However, they might be back. You got water. And there's your menu. Don't know if I was supposed to do that. But that's your menu. You paint it and it shows you the menu. So yeah, it's 2 stories. I believe this is on the Symphony, the Wonder, and all the Quantum class ships, I believe. Maybe not the Quantum, but I know it's on Ovation, Odyssey, and Anthem. It's not on the Oasis, I don't think. And I know it's not on the Allure. Actually, it might have been on Oasis. I don't know. They kind of get jumbled together, but I know it's not on the Allure, though. But yeah, this is Wonderland, though. It's different. Food, in my opinion, is not like the most amazing. It's very small portion sizes too, if that's a big deal. Very small portion sizes, but it's a good theming though. I still don't know if I was supposed to paint that thing or not. But that's the menu though. You paint it and it unveils the whole menu when you get it wet. It's kind of cool. But yeah, very Disney-like in terms of Disney restaurants. So guys, we're in the Ford of Deck 14, Adventure Ocean. I came by earlier, it was closed because it was too early. So I can't go far in there because I don't have a kid and it's really weird. But I'll show you what I feel like comfortable showing you guys. So also in here is the escape room, the Puzzle Break Center. I have done this escape room before when the Symphony was a brand new ship in 2018. It was good. It was really good. Here's Adventure Ocean. It's where you can drop your kids off if you want to have a free daycare for the day. And they do have some paid after hours stuff you can do too. The escape room is right here if you see the entrance to it. It's a really good escape room, I'm not gonna lie. The cruise ship ones are done very well. When that door opens and it goes in there. It's $20 for the escape room, as the sign says. They claim you have to be 12 or older to be in it, but I have seen people under 12 do the escape rooms. I don't know how strict they are on that. So yeah, but here's Adventure Ocean. So there's a baby area, a toddler area, a like 6 through 8-year-old area or something, and then there's a teenage area. But teenage area is not over here. But they got different stuff in here. There's a theater. They play movies in the theater. Like kid movies will be on in there. You see the rooms 4 to 11, 6 through 8. And there's a nursery. Yeah, there's the nursery stuff right there. And you got a cool playpen here for them. There's a nursery. Royal Babies and Tots. Yep. So, but yeah, that's Adventure Ocean. I don't want to go far in there because it's weird having a 30-year-old guy walking around with a camera in Adventure Ocean with no kid. So, but yeah, that's Adventure Ocean. Good area. If you have a parent, if you're a parent, drop your kids off there. I was a kid. My parents made me come in here. I loved it. And it's even better now. And next we'll head to Deck 15. So this is the Windjammer, guys. This is the buffet. It's on the back of Deck 16. You got specialties, which right now is like a Mongolia station. They do like omelets in the morning there too. You got desserts. You got your drinks or coffee and water and juices over there. And then they have, every night it rotates out. So I don't know what tonight is, but I know like they'll have like a Japanese night, an Indian night, a Mexican night. They always have an Americana section though with burgers and hot dogs and fries and chicken and stuff. That's always here, no matter what. Obviously not for breakfast. But yeah. It's in the exact same spot as on other Oasis classes. But yeah, there's the Windjammer buffet. It's okay food. It's better than the Oasis Windjammer. That was terrible. So we're going to head up to Deck 17. I can't go far in there because it's a suite area, but we can look at it. And then we'll come down and go look at Deck 16 on the outside, and then the Ford of Deck 16 and 17. This is the suite area up here. You got your suite lounge right over there. And then on the other side, I believe the coastal kitchen is. I can't go in there. I'm not a suite member. Yep, there's a coastal kitchen. So yeah, there's a suite area up here. Then you got the suite loft in the back as well. Let's go look at deck 16 though. And that piano you kept hearing in there, there's a staircase from deck 15 to 16 that has like piano stairs. You step on it, it makes the noise of a piano. It's kind of cool, but it gets annoying though. So deck 16, the farthest back you can go from deck 16 is to the Windjammer. To get to deck 16 in the back where the putt-putt is, you gotta go down to 15 and go up, which I already showed on the 15th floor. So up here you got a bar. It's pretty quiet right now. It's dinner time, so, and I believe it's for dress your best night, which used to be formal night, so it's still formal night. People take that really seriously on cruises. I don't, but lots of people really do. So you get a good view of Central Park up here. Really good view. Good view of the slides. And they've already closed that kiddie area. They closed it somewhere around between 5 and 6, because I came up here at 5:30 and they were in the process of closing it, or 5:45, somewhere around there. So I said they close early. They really do. So on this side there is no bar. It's only on the other side. So we'll go straight forward. It's a really nice day out here today. It's been a little bit rocky, but they said today and tomorrow would be the rockiest day, which I don't think it has been the rockiest. I think the first few days were the rockiest so far. Yesterday was calm, and today there's been some rockiness, but it hasn't been bad. So this boat is actually heading over to Barcelona to drop all of us off, and then it's going to, I want to say it's Cadiz or Cadiz, I don't know. It's somewhere over there. It's getting dry docked, and it's getting a refurb done for a month or two, and then it's going to be doing Western Mediterranean cruises for the European summer season. So from what I'm told, nothing cosmetically is really going to be changed. It's a lot of engine work. That's what I've been told. They need to move their Royal Logo shop out of that terrible position and move it into another area, a bigger store. That's what they need to do. I know the Golden Room's getting added in, but it's not until after the European season is what I was told. So up here you get a good view of the solarium. We'll go check inside deck 16. I can't go far in here either. It's just more suites. And there's a restaurant up here. But that's all I can really go look at in here. So up here you got Hooked. It's a seafood restaurant. It's a weird seafood restaurant. I've never eaten here, but they don't even have crab on their entrees. It's very weird. I'll show you all the menu. So there's the main courses. It looks really fancy. It's just when I think of seafood, I think of crab. So I know they got some soft-shelled crab and crab cake in the starters, but on the main catches, there's not crab. So yeah, I don't know. I've never had here before. It's only on this boat, and I believe it's on the Wonder. Other than that, though, it's not on any other ship. I haven't really heard anything about it either, so I have no clue if it's really good or not. I mean, I'm sure it's not bad. So I think that's all we can go up here. Yeah, it looks like it. There are some suites above us, but I'm not sure. Did I miss a staircase maybe? That goes up to 17? I guess not. You gotta take the elevator, but deck 17 is just the whatchamacallit, the suites up there. So yeah, that's pretty much a tour for this boat. Very comparable to the rest of the rest of the Oasis class ships. The Wonder's got some differences, but the rest are pretty much the same. Yeah, the Suite Deck's on 17. I can't get up there anyways because you have to have a special thing in your room to get there, like on your seatbacks card, and I don't have that. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully I didn't bore y'all too much. And you guys have a good day. Alright guys, we're on deck 15. This is the pool deck. So, very popular deck. So you have the Solarium Bistro out here, which is, in the Solarium is the food option. It is complimentary. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we're in the front of the ship. We'll go check outside here. So you have the hot tubs that hang off the edges. I know there's a more technical name, but I say hang off the edges. That's what I've always called them, so that's what I always want to call them. So you got the Solarium. You're supposed to be 16 or older to come in here. It's not really enforced, but that's what the rules say. I guess if you got kids that are making noise and splashing water, I guess they could get kicked out. So, yeah, this is a nice Solarium. It's got the open but somewhat closed roof because it's gapped, as you can see. So there's 2 hot tubs in the pool in here, but it's not a hardcore pool. You'll see what I mean when I show it to you. It's a relaxing pool. Definitely not a swimming pool. So you got 1 hot tub right over here. You have this cool thing. Not sure what this is, but it lights up and changes colors though. You got your Solarium bar. Right over there. There is a towel station in here, but they're really not ever open. You have your hot tub number 2. And let's figure out how to go down. Right here, we'll go down here. Got some nice couches lined up here. Here's your pool that I was talking about. Like I said, not really much of a swimming pool. However, it is very relaxing though. We'll go down here to go out to the edge of the boat. Yeah, here's a better view of the pool area out here. So you get some more chairs and stuff set up over here. And we're in the very front of the ship. This will get very busy at times as well. So let's go out here. This is a cool area of the boat in my opinion. It might be windy. Actually ain't too bad. So out here you have binoculars. So they actually let you use these. They're free to use. And we are on the edge of the boat, like hanging out on the outside of the boat. You see, surrounded by water out here. You can see the back of the ship. But yeah, there's an entrance to it. And there's one of these on each side of the Solarium. So it's a good area. It can get really crowded out here at times. Depending on, like, especially if you're leaving the port, this place gets really packed. But it's 6 in the morning on a sea day. It's different, and people have no clue what time it is because the time changes are like every day. So, which is why I'm out here right now. Because I want to film when it's not real crowded. So, you either get up at 6 in the morning, stay up late at night, which the sun won't be out, so it won't be as good. So we'll go out the other side so you can see the other side of it. And as I said before, you do have a hot tub on this side as well that hangs off the edge here. Hello, how are you guys? So there's the hot tub. They got TV screens in there. They are 24 hours. They will close them for cleaning though, but typically there's always at least one open. They'll close one for cleaning, leave the others open, and vice versa, switch it up. I will say normally though, on a sea day, if you come out here, like on a normal cruise, you ain't getting any like pool area, it's all packed. This on the other hand has been different. The pools have been empty for the most part. For the most part. There have been times when they're pretty full, but for the most part they're empty though. So over here we have water slides. We got one right here and there's two on the opposite side. We'll go show those. They are free to use. We have another hot tub right there and a pool. And then another hot tub. Bunch of lounge chairs. You got your lifeguard desk and a towel station here. This towel station is always open, except when they close it like late at night. But there's one on the opposite side and it seems to be closed all the time. You got a bar right here. And this bar closes earlier than the other side. There's a bar on the adjacent side. This one closes earlier. I don't know why, because it's near the towel station. I figured they keep that one open. But this was on the smoking side, so that might be why they keep the other one open. I don't know. But the bar on this side where I'm going seems to stay open later. From what I've observed. Because when I go to the pool, I go at night, and that one's always closed. I sunburn easily and don't want to get sunburned. Yeah, here's this bar. This is one that stays open later, from what I've seen so far. Then here's the other towel station. It has not been opened one time yet. It doesn't mean it isn't open, I just haven't seen it open once. So we have another hot tub right there, another pool right there. We got another hot tub over there. And that pool earlier in the sailing, man, that water looked like it was going crazy with how much the boat was moving. I recorded it, I'm going to upload it too in a short because I think it's kind of funny to see. So you got two water slides right here. So, yeah, two water slides. If you've been on any other Oasis class ship except for a lure, it's the same water slides that are on those. And then the two together, the Perfect Storm, was not the green one, but the yellow and the blue one. Those are also on the Mariner, the Freedom, the Independence, now the Explorer. Like, they're all over those same two water slides. That's one thing that annoys me at Royal Caribbean. They put the exact same water slides on every ship, for the most part. I know Liberty has that one that's different, but... And all the Oasis have that green and yellow one. None of the other ships have that. So I know there is a little bit of difference in that statement. But I'd like to see something different though. Which is good and bad. If you don't go on a cruise a lot, it's nice to go on an older boat and have some of the same shows on the newer boats. So I get that part of it too. But I still like to see it changed up. So we have another hot tub and another pool. We're going to cross over here, back in the middle. And the Oasis class ships, if you do not like walking, do not book this boat. There's a lot of walking involved. You can oversee Central Park right here. You can do the same on the other side too. Lots of walking is involved on these boats. You can get smaller boats that don't require as much of the Oasis class ships. You gotta be a fan of walking. We have another hot tub. We have the kids area. I think it's called Splashaway Bay is a technical rule. I know it used to be H2O zone. I like that name better. And you got your bucket that fills up with water. You got some water slides, little fountains that shoot water out. This does have strange hours. It is. I feel like it's closed more than it's open. Every time I walk by, it's closed. I mean, there's just times I come out here. I feel like it should be open when the sun is up. That's my kind of opinion, but I don't make the rules. But kids love this area though, and it's just a shame it closes so early sometimes. So I guess we're going to go inside, explore the insides, and then come outside. That statement just sounded really badly worded. Like I said, I just make it up as I go. So the Windjammer's upstairs, which is the buffet. They're not open yet, I don't think. It's too early. So after this, I'll probably go get breakfast and then finish the tour up another day of deck 16, 17. So Where do we want to go? We're going this way. Then I'll go the other way, and then we'll go outside. If that makes sense. So here's the other arcade. Right here. This is the bigger one. Your credits work at both arcades. You don't have to worry about that. This one still has prizes. There's still prizes from Dollar Tree and Happy Meal toys. You would think they would up their prize game. You really would. The prices are terrible on there. We got Fruit Ninja, air hockey, plenty of air hockey, skee ball, bowling. I do love this bowling game. We got some car racing thing, more car racing, a crane game where you can win some stuffed animals. Luigi's Mansion, that's kind of cool. I didn't know Capcom made that. We have Racetrack. All right. It's not working, but it's neat. I don't think it's working. More crane games. The Bling King. I don't know anything about jewelry, but that looks incredibly fake. Free Throw. That's kind of cool. Another Ducky game. Ghostbusters and that game. Haunted Park 2. Snap Shooter. And some other random games. Sonic the Hedgehog has nothing to do with Sonic the Hedgehog. One of these. Another. Are those ducks? Those are turtles. So yeah, here's your arcade. It's a good size with some decent games. Hello, how are you? And up here's where you can get tickets. Or get credits, whatever you want to say. Then across from the arcade, we have vending machines that have stuff you might forget that, yeah, it's hard to see with this glare, but like Advil and floss, toothbrushes, you know, deodorant, that kind of stuff. And then over here we have one with sunscreen. It's hard to see with the glare, but sunscreen and that kind of stuff. They also sell a lot of this in the gift shop too. I don't know why they have this up here. I guess if you don't want to walk down to the gift shop if you need sunscreen on your pool deck. You got USB charging stations, Pokemon cards. So the prices are really bad on those though. They're very expensive. But if that's all you got, your only option is what are you going to do about it. So we have our ship model right here. I love these things. I love to have some of these in my house, these nice ship models. Got like such details put into them though. We want to go this side over here. So you got one of the teen areas over here. So this is where the teenagers go. The living room opens at 11. I know on other boats there's like Xboxes and PlayStations and all that stuff set. Switches, those Smash Brothers, special events for the teens to do. I used to love it as a kid. Sign your kids up, they won't regret it. If they don't like it, they can leave, but I enjoyed it. And I was very antisocial, but I enjoyed it. So out here you have your ice cream, but it's closed because it's too early. And you got this nice hallway here. I love these because it's a good area. It's always typically pretty quiet with a good view. Lots of seating that you don't have to worry about. It's a non-smoking area too, if that bothers you, or smoke bothers you. So we got putt-putt right out here. And there's more, this is more of the teen area right out here, inside there. There's ping pong tables and all sorts of stuff. So we got putt-putt, a good putt-putt area. There's a ping pong table. Fuel's the teen club. You see the sign for it, the logo, that's the teen club. And out here we oversee the boardwalk. There's the carousel. So you got putt-putt over here. We have a zip line. That's the end of the zip line, and it goes all the way across over the boardwalk. We have a basketball court, which right now they're using for, I don't know what that is. I think badminton. Something. Some tennis, badminton combination. They'll do soccer, volleyball. They'll do all sorts of sports out there on that sports court. And it's not letting me go up to deck 16. They have it roped off, I think. I don't know. No, they don't. I thought that was a rope. It's blocking a flow rider. So up here you have two flow riders. A sports bar and the Abyss water slide. Or not, I don't need to say water slide. It's not a water slide. The Abyss slide. It's not a water slide. I messed that up. But I don't know how to edit anything, so we're going to leave it in. I can combine videos, but I don't know how to edit or take anything out. So here's your entrance to the zip line with your rolls. Here we have a flow rider surfing simulator. You got two of them on this ship. There's your Abyss slide entrance. It looks intimidating, and it lights up at night. Yeah, the eyes light up, and then the yellow thing lights up. Yeah, I believe the teeth do too, I think. I don't know. But I know the light at the top and the eyes light up. You have the wipeout bar. This is a good bar to come to if you don't want a line. There's no one ever here. We have flow rider number 2. They typically will have one for surfing and one for boogie boarding. There's like a pool of water on those stairs we're going down the ramp. I guess it rained. So you get nice good views out here too. I have no clue where we are right now. And the sun's glaring really badly. So, closer view of the basketball sports court. This is called the sports court technically. I call it the basketball court. And playing whatever game that is, I have no clue. It's not badminton. It's kind of like badminton, but it's like badminton and racquetball combined maybe? I don't know. So over here you have El Loco Fresh. It's a Mexican restaurant, bar, buffet type, Mexican buffet type thing. It's complimentary. I've never eaten here, surprisingly. They got a salsa bar and burritos, tacos, quesadillas, chips and salsa. I'm not big on Mexican food, but it's really popular there. It's in a good area. Like you're playing sports, let's go get food. We've been from 11:30 to 5 today, and there's another ice cream station right here. So I'm gonna go film deck 16 and all that probably this evening when the sun's still out, when it's calmed down, because this is really busy up here right now. It's getting busier. People are getting up. So I will catch y'all back on 16, guys.